All right. Well, Billy, you look different today. That's my son Logan. We just got him to set in at the last minute, and we're gonna Billy will be on here a little bit live from Australia if everything works out right. So we're glad to see that. I have him working on his comments are not showing up on Facebook, and it's probably something we should have worked on over the week because it happened last week. I just thought it was a glitch, and it is obviously not just a glitch. It is a problem now because it's happened twice. So, anyway, Logan, are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Logan's an experienced racer. He's been racing since he was 6, 7, 10.
Yeah, something like that. I don't
I
even
don't know. He only got about a year under his belt though, and then that was it. So, anyway, I went to Boot Hill, 30,000 to win deal, and like the previous week, we didn't make the A main. We were a lot better in the in the heat races. We were not good at all. I made some more changes to the car. It got a lot better for our G main. Unfortunately, we made everybody transferred out of the G main, and so we went to the F main, and when Billy's coming on here, when I can see his whole face and see what he's got going here, we'll bring him on. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
all right, Billy, there we go. You're a little grainy, buddy, but
Oh.
we can see you. One minute. So anyway, then I was I didn't make it through the F main, but we had a great time. What an what an experience and a I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna turn his mic off till we see his face again. Um, and man, that feature was an incredible race. There's no doubt about it. And I didn't think, unfortunately, I don't remember the kid's name. I didn't think he had time to run him down with like 10 to go, and then with 3 to go, he just made a hell of a race out of it. It was crazy. So that is about all I know of my weekend. Apparently, we completely lost Billy. Logan, what's your racing experience?
A little bit of mini dwarfs. Went to one drag race once. I sat in the passenger seat. I raced some RC cars.
Oh, we've done a lot of RC car racing
Oh
together.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots of RC car racing. A little different than normal racing, but same concept. So
Um, and you're ready to try the big cars again, or try the big cars.
oh yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
You come with me, or you come out to watch the night I won at up there in Canton, Highway 19 Speedway, and we talked about you maybe possibly getting in and running some test laps, but you had someplace to go.
Yeah, I was trying to watch some UFC fights, and I was a little nervous, so I just went with the UFC fights. But next opportunity, I'll hop in.
Right on. What's crazy is it says we don't have any followers on Facebook, any people watching. I see we do. So we have some kind of glitch going on, but anyway, we will fix that. Um, and we were going to build you a drag car, but we
Oh,
never
hey, Granny.
we never quite got there. Um, okay, here we go again. Bad connection. See, we tried this last week with Dave Donna's too.
Did it work out?
No, well, yeah, it worked real well for him. But as we can see here, it's not working out quite as well. But we just keep talking about you. Nobody knows you yet. You've done some fighting, legal fighting, in the ring fighting.
A little bit. I really enjoy the kickboxing and a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I like standing up more and banging a little bit than I do grappling. Although grappling is what I originally got into.
I might need you to start just going with me to be my muscle anymore. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I thought that's what was happening when you had won and that race. Stacy was like, "Come on, come on, come on!" And she took off running. I thought, "All right, I'm ready."
I have no. Oh, it says unmute request has been sent to you. Okay. What do we got, buddy? Test 1, 2.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. You're live.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
All right.
So,
All right. Yeah. We're having some connectivity issues,
right
but
on.
I made it.
Maybe it'll get better as the time goes by.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm using the Wi-Fi off of Donna's house, and I'm outside it. So I don't know if it gets a little worse. Then I will. I guess I'll go inside. But I was gonna do a quick walk around of the car. If the signal will work. So while we're on, I'll do that, and then I'll head back towards the house. Maybe it'll be all right.
Yeah, you cleared up right now. Looking kind of decent.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. That's kind of you to say. All right. Okay. So here is the pig wagon, and I got it on the front facing camera, which I don't know how to fucking fix. Let me look. Let me see if there's an option for that. Oh yeah. Look. Oh wait, no, it's still me. No, there we go. How about that? Look, Skinny's Automotive right there on the fender.
Oh hell yeah, he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it's a Aussie company right here. The Packenheim Radiators. They helped us out pretty big over here. Of course, Full Bore Race Gear and Devil Race Parts. They helped us out with the new suit and the new helmet. Our good buddy with big old screens. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. We're just we're watching.
Okay, because it said to unmute the mic. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, we got Full Bore here again. So there's gonna be a lot of drone footage. So we made sure we got all the sponsors on the roof too. There's Skinny's again.
Hell yeah, that's no little sticker either.
No, he helped us out big. We going big. But this thing's pretty cool. So you can see seats on the right side of the car. Then we got the radiators in the back. All these cars, the radiator is in the back like this. And I know we normally don't see that back home unless it's in an enduro car. But pretty neat deal. It's got a Barra 6-cylinder and an inline 6. Something I thought was pretty unique. It's got a electric gas pedal. So that was kind of different for when I drove it last year.
That was one of the things I was worried about going with the LS. Mine's still capable.
How do you like this?
Yeah.
So that's what I had to run in there for earlier. I had to get the race suit on. I forgot I was going to do that.
Right on.
But
well, Just in
I'm gonna
case
walk.
you
I'm gonna walk in
spontaneously
here. Yeah, just in case I need to be fire retarded.
combust.
But I'm gonna walk back inside now where the signal here is a little better. Oh, it's a little bit. It's better right here. It shows.
Yeah.
Have, have I been lagging pretty bad or what?
Yeah, kind of lagging and grainy, but it
That,
looks better where you're at right now.
oh well, I'm lagging and grainy here in person too. So
I,
uh,
I have seen video of you drinking beer and all that stuff. So yeah.
yeah, I think we've had some beers each night here so far. I the first night or first day I got here at like 7 in the morning, and that's when I landed anyways. And we got here, and I wasn't here about 30 minutes, and Don's dad, Pappy, came up, and he started working on Don's car, the mint pig, and I just went in there and we started working. We worked all day on the damn thing, getting the new body and stuff put on it, and getting fender wells trimmed up and all that kind of stuff. And all the bodies here are fiberglass, so a lot of fiberglass cutting and dust flying. But we got all that worked out. Then we went to they got a little camp at a lake up here, and I might have sent you some video or pictures of that. I'm not sure
Yeah.
on Snapchat or something, but the beautiful, beautiful. It's like a lake in the middle of the mountains. So went and checked all that out. We camped there, and we was out there having a fire, drinking and stuff, and we seen a fox that night. Right, come right up close to us. Then we see it again, and then the next morning they got like a little cabin part that's just a kitchen, and that son of a bitch snuck in there and took our breakfast that we was gonna eat the next morning. So, and I don't remember what it's called. It's like cheesy mites or something that we was gonna eat. I don't know what that is or what it even looks like, but that's what we were gonna eat.
Well, I've heard of Vegemite, and so cheesy mite is the cheese version without the vegetables, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. The veggie mites is not good. I didn't like it at all. I tried it last year, and they're not talking me into doing that shit again this year. But
I
yeah,
I think I've personally told you the story about when I accidentally killed a fox showing off, and it was trying to, like, we knew that the guy I worked for had raised these little fox, and there was two of them, and we were at a public campground right by the acreage that he had, and it was stealing people's food. Well, I was going to show off and show the girls that you could pet it, and so I put like a beer can in the seat of my truck because it would
yeah,
run up and try and grab anything. It thought it had food in tinfoil because that old man would bring it food in tinfoil. And I
yeah,
was going to shut the door on my truck and trap it in there, and then you could hold it. And
yeah.
right in front of the crowd, I shut the door on its head and killed it. And so I went from hero to zero.
What a piece of work.
Yeah.
Uh,
I tried to show off, let everybody pet it, and I killed it right in front of the crowd.
golly. Well, showstopper.
Yeah.
The fox slayer. That's fucked up. Yeah. Well,
And
I ain't got to see much wildlife. I seen that fox and a wallaby, which is like a little, looks like a little kangaroo. But we hadn't been out at night much. That's kind of when most of that stuff comes out.
And if somebody wants to follow you on Snapchat, I think they can just follow you, right? They don't have to be a friend or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you post some of your stuff, you probably post on there mostly pictures and whatever.
Right. Yeah, like kind of whatever's going on, I kind of post on there, and I've been saving it to put into video later for YouTube and Facebook and stuff. But it's easier just to do it with Snapchat a lot of times, and then save it and go back to it. But yeah, you can follow me on there. I don't really follow a lot of people on there, so it's kind of, if you don't follow them back, then you don't see their messages or something. So some people have gotten butthurt about that. But there's over 4,000 people on there, so I can't keep up. I'm not following 4,000 people for the sake of getting to see their comments.
Right.
So, yeah. So don't try to get a hold of me through Snapchat, but you're more than welcome to follow me on there. And it's Billy's Beard or the Infield Tractor Tire. Either one of those, I think you can find me on there.
And you're up in the, like, when I think of Australia, I think of Mad Max and that kind of desolate desert looking. But you're more up in the mountains, and you got mountains and lakes, and looks like beautiful green scenery around there.
Yeah. So I'm in southeast Australia, and I don't know. We're in the Yarra Valley, I think it's what they call it, in Hillsville, which is I don't know. We're 40 minutes to an hour from Melbourne, I think, and yeah, which is like Don's house. I'm just overlooking the huge, just way up on this fucking mountain. Or it seems like a mountain. It's a big hill. It's from the road. It's probably about the same height as how my shop is from the road, but just closer. It's a lot steeper. You know what I mean? But driving around, it's just constant up and down, winding roads, beautiful scenery. 'Cause they got some crazy looking trees, and I guess this time of year they lose their bark or something. I don't know. They're like white, and so when you're driving through this road they call the Spur, which goes up this mountain, back down it. Oh man, it's beautiful to look at because it looks so much different than back home, you know. And they said they film a lot of car commercials through there, which makes sense because it would be perfect for that.
Yeah, is is the majority of the vehicles, are they 4-wheel drive? Your street vehicles that you see around there, or
Yeah, most everything looks 4-wheel drive. A lot of stuff. Like last year, what I realized is a lot of stuff is diesel. So like all the SUVs, the little cars, everything is diesel. Uh, so I see a lot more diesel stuff than gas for sure. And nothing here. I was talking to Matt and Alan last night. They came by after they got here, and I was telling them there there's nothing you can't do no lift kits on stuff. You can't have oversized wheels or oversized tires, and custom stuff like we do. Really, it's pretty basic. It's like a typical what you would imagine an Aussie car looks like. Big bull bar on the front. A roof rack or a little truck or a ute with a flatbed on it. But just nothing crazy. But I mean, hell, they go. What was Charlie was here last night, and last year he went on a trip through the outback, like all around Australia, and it was for like 12 weeks or something. And he has a camper that's kind of like set up to go through the same shit that his Hilux is. So I guess you don't need all that extra shit like people run back home. You just go through with fucking Toyota, you know.
yeah, and probably there again. I think a lot of that's probably based on the socialized medicine that, like, they don't want you to get your truck all high and roll it over and have to pay for your medical bill probably. So
No telling. They got it's just a bunch of strict stuff like that. That's different than back home. Some stuff makes more sense, and some stuff makes no sense to me. And I think, and talking to them, a lot of them agree with me on that. Like, well, that don't make no sense. And yeah, it doesn't, but that's what we got to deal with, you know.
you probably can't see on
I
Facebook,
can't.
but we got some comments. Christina Thomas sent you 1,000 stars,
Oh
and
shit!
Jordan says you got this. Have a blast. Christina says watch out for the critters, which I'm sure you're doing that.
Yeah.
Jonathan Osborne, hey Uncle Bill, and Christina Thomas again. Good luck, Billy. Skinny says, hey guys, Great, Logan. You looking good as F stud, I think. So anyway, Skinny bragging on Logan a little bit, but we I figured since I can't put them on screen, we'll roll through them there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure that out. There's got to be some kind of change deal that went on with that.
Something
there.
and it's I don't know whether it's our software here that's done some kind of upgrade and mismatch, or it's the Facebook software maybe done. Sometimes they'll do an upgrade and something gets out of sync. But I guess we better, because I thought it was just a glitch, right? Because it worked before. Well, now it's done it twice, so I guess we better work on it through the week sometime, maybe.
Yeah.
We can. So you're racing Friday?
Yeah, for y'all, it'll be Friday and Saturday, but I think it'll start at like 11 o'clock for y'all in the night at night.
Yeah, we're gonna have a watch party here, but we're not having it till Saturday.
Yeah. That makes more sense. There's a pretty good chance of rain this weekend, so we're hoping that that'll go away. They say that it's like that every year, so I think their weather here is about like it is back home in East Texas, where the weatherman can be wrong every day and still keep his job.
Yeah.
And then the weather could just change at any moment. So like it was extremely foggy here about an hour ago. And then all of a sudden the sun came out and it was all gone and it warmed up about 10 degrees. It's still fucking cold, but it was I think they said it was like 5 below this morning. Something like that. Yeah. So I'm still working on trying to figure out the Celsius to Fahrenheit ratio thing there. But all I know is it was like when I woke up, it said it was 34, I think.
Yeah, you sent me a snap that said 34 degrees Fahrenheit on it.
Yeah. And you've seen how foggy it was in that picture.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like right now it is. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock. So in the morning.
Well, I had a good time driving the 199. We were not good in the heat races again, and so I got up and moved some more weight around on it, and it was a lot better for the G main and F main, even though we didn't move out of the F main. To the point that Jesse, he said, "Man, that thing looks like you put a different engine in it," and and it felt that way. It felt really good to me for a change. So we are kind of excited to go up there with it, and because I was on the fence, I was just like, you know what, I'm not even making A mains at this point.
Yeah,
like that. It's hard to just keep going and throwing the entry fee and the travel money and everything when we're getting zero back.
Right.
And then, but after Saturday, me and Stacy, we were kind of hyped. We're ready to go up there to Texarkana for this next little run, and we're gonna hopefully give it a lot better effort up there.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Glad you're getting confidence built back up in it. I know it's a good car. Just and it's behind on technology a lot. So, but I think it's a good car. It'll you get it all figured out for yourself, and it'll be all right. That was a tough weekend, dude. I think we're just lucky to have cars come back not in pieces. It sounds like.
Yeah. There was some really rough driving in the heats, and they told us the next day in the drivers' meeting that they weren't going to tolerate any of that again. And they were pretty good about it early on in some of those early mains. The next day, they were black flagging some people and at least sending a message of, hey, this isn't going to work. And and I got into that deal with his name's Ruben. I found out on the internet, but it wasn't a super big deal. We just rubbed and them tires hang out and we cut a tire.
Yeah, that was when the rules first changed on the tires, and we could run the KK 704s. I was excited about that just for that reason. You're gonna cut less tires, bend less wheels, and bend and break less axles. but
Yeah.
they just don't work as good as those pull offs.
No, there was one guy, and I don't know who he was. His number was 15, a pretty plain blue and white car, and I think he
Yeah,
was on. I think he was on the KK 704s, and he was the only person I saw running good,
yeah.
and he actually got whatever he was doing, a lot of weight something, but his car had lifted the left front tire a little bit, but he might have got third in the deal, third or fourth. He was right up there in the running, and
Oh, in the A main.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Who is that? Damn, I can't place his name right now. I know what car you're talking about now. Yeah, yeah.
he ran good at Sabine when we were there, and so when Stacy and I were sitting up there and we're kind of picking cars as the mains are going along, and I said I like that 15 car, and I don't know his name or anything, but he does a good job with it, and I think he's on the KK 704s. Looked up like a little narrower tire than everybody else was running.
Right, right. Yeah. That just helps. Those tires are way more expensive, but in a sense they'll save you money because you're cutting less and you're bending and breaking less axles.
Yeah,
That's my theory, anyways. That's why when I first got the 199, that's what I was running on it, but just wasn't up to snuff. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
get way more rubber on the ground. Uh, but like I said, I don't have as much rear percent and things like that on that car as a bunch of other people. Car is just too heavy. I don't want to add weight to it.
right.
But
I
yeah,
pulled that steel hood off of there. You saw pictures of that.
yeah, I've seen that. That had to have helped rear percent. Had to have.
Yeah, it hadn't been on the scales, but yeah, that other hood was heavy. So
Yeah, heavy and floppy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I think it was hard to. I think it was hard to handle sometimes by yourself. But I actually. Excuse me. I'm a little, and it's still morning time. But yeah, I gutted that thing more too when I first got it. It had a lot more still on it, and I went in there and gutted more. But
And I still have a piece of metal to put in it for a firewall too, so we can get rid of that stock firewall. But
oh yeah, that'll help. That'll help for sure on that thing.
we gotta have time to do it.
It
So
just it just needs that just so it's easy to fucking work on the damn thing. I hate
right,
those stock firewalls, man. And
yeah,
those fucking firewalls suck. You'll end up not having no skin on your knuckles.
yeah. Fortunately, man, knock on wood. Fortunately, I've added a little oil. I told Stacy we need to change the oil again because we've been through both weekends, and but check the fluids in it, and man, it's ran without a miss.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good running motor for as many laps as it's got on it.
yeah, and that like I said, Jesse was like, man, it looks like you swapped motors in that thing overnight when I kind of got it
Yeah,
where it was a little better for myself. And that's
yeah.
what
He said it would look better.
I I tell people all the time, yeah, there's right setups and there's wrong, but there's not one right one. Um,
Yeah,
people have different feel on different things, and
right,
uh,
right.
I got in that thing, and there's definitely a series of events that needs to occur for me to feel comfortable, and we didn't have it going on that first night at Sabine.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, when y'all go up there to that Mike Parker race, it all works out for you and you get some good results.
yeah, yeah, I think so, and we'll have fun no matter what. We've had fun every time. We met some people at Sabine. We parked by these guys, and then we parked by them again at Boot Hill that first weekend. Like they were just good guys, and
Yeah,
we met them and hung out, and uh, they borrowed a few things, and they said, man, they were walking off one time, and they're like, our trailers are open. Anything you need, you just go through there. If you need it, and it's in there. You can use it, and
Hell yeah.
great guys. I can't remember where they. I think they were from Batesville. So
Yeah.
Stacy's trying to tell me, but I don't read lips. Batesville's in Arkansas.
Send smoke signals.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had fun, and then of course, when your dad and Jesse and Colton and Eric Jones was all there, that's just going to be a great time. Like you don't even have to take the race cars for that to be a great time.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have a pretty good group with us, and I was getting Snapchats from it was probably 2, 3 in the morning over there, and I was like, what the fuck are these guys still doing up?
Yeah.
Knowing that I'd still be up with them, but
Right. Yeah, they Stacy got up, cooked us breakfast in the mornings, and Colton and her kind of tag team dinner on and we ate good, and it was just it was a great time.
Yeah,
And a great
that's
show.
good.
Did you see pictures of the car in the winner's circle after Tech?
Yeah, Jesus, there wasn't nothing left in that thing. I'm surprised they didn't take the dash out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say that they didn't have a thorough tech, and I didn't realize. I guess they probably did it right there in the winner's circle.
I mean, they had good lighting and a concrete slab. I guess that's as good a spot as any.
Yeah, but I didn't realize till I saw the pictures. But that was impressive. I mean, if you're going to go for a race like that, and that signals to next year, that puts a signal out that hey, don't be trying to cheat no shit, because if you do win it, we're tearing you down. Like them guys got to put a race car back together, but for $30,000, it's worth it.
Yeah. They could pay somebody to do it now.
Yeah, exactly. And but I did. I thought that was cool for. Probably wasn't cool for those guys, but I mean, it is. You're getting that $30,000 check, and
yeah.
The
well,
fact
that was a late night. Holy shit!
Yeah,
golly, I can't. No telling what time they finished doing all that.
Right, and I mean, all the body was drilled off of it that wasn't permanently mounted. The A arms were. It was stripped.
Someone said the dash was taken off as well.
Oh, Kenneth Chamberlain says the dash was removed and the wiring was inspected. So probably looking for traction control and that kind of stuff in it even. So that's cool.
Somebody did that to my car, they'd go, "You use just the same color wire for everything?"
Yeah.
They'd be way confused. They'd have to trace each wire out. That sucker's rat's nest.
Mine too, and mine has sections of the yellow, green, brown, and white, the trailer wiring.
Yeah,
so it's got sections of that in it in places too. They just
it works. It works.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Skinny, I think he's talking about when we were talking about the F main. He said definitely real good, and he asked how the other guys did. I think your dad also went out in the F, I think, and Colton and Jesse both made it a little further, and Colton just kept getting tied up in stuff. He was just in some bad spots, and Jesse, I'm not even for sure what happened, even though we were there for another day and a half.
He told me he was up in a transfer spot, and a dude spun him.
Yeah, and then he just left the racetrack. I didn't know if something broke or he just was.
It knocked the radiator out of the car.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris's wife Tori was sending me some Snapchats of that. Radiator was sitting on the ground, steam everywhere.
So Kenneth Chamberlain said that the dash and the wiring was removed. He also said they finished at 6:30, and I'm assuming that's a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's a long teardown. Luke Robertson says, "What's up, Australian?" And
what's up?
So, but yeah, such a great event, and I'm glad, even though we didn't go any further, I'm glad we were able to take your car and support it, and it got huge support. it did seem as though like that format maybe could be spread out over 3 days next year.
Yeah, that looked like 2 very long nights.
Yeah,
But if it wouldn't have been for all the cautions that people kept causing themselves, it probably would have ended by midnight.
yeah, that's true too. And I don't, and it's a toss up whether you just spend 2 long nights or three easier days. It was a little bit tough, I bet, on the guys going from through the alphabet soup. There were some of them that went through a lot of them, and
Yeah.
they would have the B mods had their heat races and their B mains. You'd go 2 races. Like the guys didn't make it to change my tire because they left the racetrack. They didn't realize I pulled off the racetrack. Your dad pulled on, he pulled off, and I pulled back on. That
Yeah.
was like how those races went. And I think they left when he left, and everybody felt bad, and it was honest mistake. We didn't know quite how fast all that was going down, but it definitely
Right.
Kind of a 2 helmet deal. Next, if I do it again, I'll have 2 helmets, one loaded with tear offs, and show Stacy how to load the tear offs because I can see that being a deal too early. Maybe not so much later, but
Yeah.
in those F and G mains, we were using tear offs. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Hell yeah.
really an awesome deal, and I'm glad we were able to go and support it. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
I watched as much of it as I could over here. We watched some on the TV here at Donna's house, and then later we had a guy come over and rebuild the rear end in my car. So we had it on a iPad thing in the shed, as they call it here instead of the shop. But and so I got to watch the A main and stuff. That was a crazy finish with Dustin Hennigan running down Ricky Ingles like that there at the end after going to the back twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's such a good racy track too. That I always like going over there. It's always smooth. Even if it's got some ruts, it's still smooth. I don't know how to describe it.
Dustin did such a good job to me. Like, I don't know, Ricky may have had more in the tank right there still, but Dustin, I don't think really ever showed him. He didn't get down there and try and battle him much. I felt like he got to him and time was running out, and he put that big old slider on him, and Ricky was probably like, where did that come from? And I'm sure he's got guys signaling and whatever, but it just really looked, Dustin took advantage of every ounce of everything that he had. It was good watching.
Well, I'd missed the part, and I was talking to Matt and Alan last night, and they went back and rewatched it because they were on the flight over whenever that was going on, so they missed it. But at some point, Dustin Hennigan, about halfway through, got a new right rear, they said. And that had to have been huge for him getting that big run like that.
Yeah.
Getting a fresh right rear, you know what that'll do to one. So
yeah,
had to have been an advantage. Yeah.
So Ramon Rivero, morning team from the track at Alexandria, currently in the water truck helping with track prep.
Yeah, Ramon. Yeah, well, we went up there and brought our campers up there after staying at the lake, and and we talked to him a little bit, and they've been doing a bunch of improvements up there. I mean, they're working up to the last minute, getting some stuff done. The place is looking awesome. There was already that was Sunday, and there was already a lot of several campers there, and people were filing in all week getting ready for this thing. So somebody just came by hollering my name. That's funny.
I thought maybe you had a kangaroo calling you out over there.
Yeah, could you hear it?
No.
Oh, I'm not even close to the road. I could just see the road down there. That's funny. Anyway, I guess people know I'm here.
international celebrity.
Yeah, international race car driver. That's
Hell
me.
yeah. They're not everybody can say that, right? That's
No. I mean, you might can go to Mexico or Canada and race, but that's you had to drive there. You know, I got a bruise on my tailbone from riding in a plane so fucking long. Get over here,
yeah.
but
Abby Garlic, Gumboot, love you, Bill.
yeah. I seen Gumboot day before yesterday. Yeah, he got my name on the side of his car and everything, man. I'd sent some springs back with Donna's last year for him for his car. He was needing some, and you know me, I've got a million coilovers, and he has coilovers on his car. Let me find them. Pretty. I wasn't expecting to see my name on his car. I was like, oh shit, he got a big old sticker on there. That's pretty cool. So that was pretty cool that he did that. And his car looks good. He just built it. He'd been sending me pictures of it as he was building it. And Matt's driving his other car, his old car. He's got it all fixed up. It looks pretty good. I don't know if you remember Waza that came over last year with Ramon and Craig. That's who Alan's driving for. I hadn't seen a picture of that car yet, other than they put a Mohawk on it. But I think they got it. I think they got it all lined out and stuff too, from what they were saying last night.
Nice.
So
Is there like when you go to the racetrack, do you personally, do you have fanfare? Like, are people hitting you up for autographs and that kind of stuff, or is it a little more low key?
yeah. No, there's soon as I get there, like we went by Saturday, I think, to drop off a bunch of merch stuff for the Mint Pig team, and me and Raz, Donna's wife, we went over there, and that people was walking up the whole time that was out there working, because it's like a community deal. Like they're all on a committee, and they all go out there and help work on the track and stuff like that. And yeah, the people were already coming over to talk and stuff. And then last year, it was nonstop. Like I had to, poor Xander, he was trying to video the Billy Down Under stuff, but I was having to get him to go get me food or something like that, because if I left the trailer, I would get stuck talking, you know. So I tried not to wander off too far, because I will get to talking to somebody and miss a heat race or something, because it's about like your deal at Boot Hill. It's like you're racing it's a lot of racing going on, and you got to be on top of where you need to be.
Real quick, Abby wanted to clarify that it was Gumboot who said he loved you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't her. It's Gumboot.
Love you too, Gumboot.
Ramon Rivero says he's still waiting on some stickers. Cars prepped and ready to go.
Awesome. I know Ramon went over there and helped on it some too. But yeah, I got some merch here. Highline Racewear is bringing it to us tonight. We're gonna have a small get together over here at Mint Pig Camp and eat some sausages and drink some beers and stuff. And then I got a bunch of cards made up too for to sign to give out to the kids. And oh yeah, and Highline Racewear is also made me a bunch of stickers. So I'm gonna have a bunch of stickers here for everybody. And I'm excited, because last year they had the pit walk deal, they called it, and all the cars pulled out on the track, and they let all the fans out on the track. And I was signing autographs quicker than I could write. And I'd take a picture with somebody, and people would be reaching around grabbing handfuls of the little signs that I had and everything. I was like, this is crazy. Like I've took a lot of pictures and sign autograph stuff with people, but that was it was a lot. So there was 1,000 people here, man, and just to watch, and they were all on the track wanting stuff signed and pictures and all
And,
that stuff.
and that's just like a minute of like, can you imagine like the Beatles back in their day or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There wasn't no women crying, screaming for me or nothing, but it was some
Nobody throwing
redneck guys wanting my autograph.
nobody throwing panties. No.
No, it's too cold for that here. Nobody's getting that serious right now. It's too cold.
One funny thing after Boot Hill, talking about merch and stuff, Mike with Addicted to Dirt, he sends me a text and he goes, "Hey, I need another sign," because I'd made him that metal sign, and
Yeah.
he bought it from me. He'd paid for it and whatever. And he goes, after about the fourth person asked me how much I wanted for it, he's like, "I sold it." And so,
Hey, every time I've hung up a flag somewhere, like that last year at the 600, I'd sold my flag early in the weekend, and I said, look, I'll sell it to you, but you got to wait till the end of the weekend to come get it.
yeah.
So yeah, stuff like that, man. People love it,
That he told me, he's like, "I want you to make me another one, and then we're gonna make some smaller ones." And he said that way I can just sell them. I'm like, right on, whatever.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Landry Whitner.
That's John Boy's buddy. He come and pit crew for John.
Right on. He was asking how's Australia, and
It's fucking cold, Landry. It's fucking cold. I'm sitting outside right now. I'm like, fuck. I got my race suit on over my clothes and a jacket on, and if there would have been room to put my hoodie on underneath here too, I would have done that. But
that was nice at Boot Hill. It cooled off at night enough that it was pretty nice. I actually wore my old one-piece suit, and it fit me better than I thought it still would. I might start wearing it regularly, but I walked around with it on a lot after about 10 o'clock. Like I had my arms through it and all that.
That's what Mike was saying. He said that it was a lot of people wanting hoodies and stuff. And of course, I didn't send none of my hoodies because it's fucking May in Texas and Louisiana, so I wasn't even thinking about that even being a problem.
Yeah,
but that's good though that it cooled off. At least y'all got a little break from the heat.
For sure. And that and Mike had said when he was by earlier, he said he was buying hoodies and he was banking on that people, it's warm enough that they weren't going to bring any warm clothes, and then it does cool off. It's East Texas. We get variables in weather, and so hopefully he was stocked up on them at least. And I hope he did good on.
He's a thinker, that guy.
Yeah. I did get to go introduce myself to Dustin at Comprehensive. I went over there and got some tear-offs from him, and actually got some earbuds. My earbuds just up and quit working. Like they didn't go one, and then it just I went out for a race and I didn't get anything. I was afraid it was my receiver. I went and there was a lady there. I don't know how she was, maybe his wife. I don't know what but anyway,
that's probably why.
She robbed a set right out of a brand new receiver for me because they didn't have any which was cool of them to do. So I'd have it, and then I come back and got tear offs, and I met Dustin, and so that was. I got to finally meet him, and he helped me out with tear offs and all that.
Awesome. That's awesome. Good dude. Well, you had a huge ass Comprehensive sticker on the car, so
yeah. He told me, he said, I because like I don't walk up asking for any favors, and
I'm the same way. Yeah.
So I saw the price on the box, and he's like, "No, you get the Billy price on it," he said, which was very very nice of him. So
he's a good dude. He helps us out a lot. We really appreciate him.
Yeah.
He's part of the reason I got the suit. I think, where am I at? What the fuck am I doing here? Oh yeah. It's all backwards. Yeah, we got Comprehensive right there. on the suit. So yeah, he helped us out on that along with Chris White Motorsports getting this suit figured out. The damn thing fits great. I'm gonna do a video about it later and post it for the Full Bore and Devil Race Parts guys, because this thing is way nice. I'm glad that I measured it right.
I wish you were here. We'd have you stand on my thing that I use for my
Yeah.
product. So we'd do a 360 of you, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So Lane Durr, and maybe this can be a going out deal with us, but need to hear that V6 motor. Tell him to go start the pig. So I know the connection was a little bad over there, but we're getting up on an hour, so maybe you go over there and start that deal, and then we kind of ease out after that.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a little cold, so hopefully it'll crank right up. But I pulled it out earlier and it died a few times. Just it's fucking cold. So let me see here. What I'll do around button, it doesn't. It just goes black. No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the camera closer. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Here.
That's all right. They know that. They know we don't know what we're doing by now.
Yeah, surely they've picked up on that. All right. So bear with me. It's a little cold. We'll see if she'll crank up.
We get a screen capture of this later and use it for something.
Oh yeah.
Purrs like a kitten.
Yeah.
But
Uh-oh.
just a little spice. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. You lagged for just a minute, but you're back now.
It's got a little twang, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So is it fuel injected or carbureted?
It's fuel injected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fuel injected. Oh, there's Pappy. That's Dad. He's in his ute. The dude right here is a legend. They did a throwback wrap for him on the pig this year, so he's fixing to see it for the first time. So, how you doing?
He's all bundled up.
It is a little bit of sunshine. Yeah, yeah. Doing a little video in here. Yeah, well, I didn't get it. We was waiting, you know. I was waiting on you. I needed your guidance.
It's the toy showing stuff. I'll get some.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta put some tire shot on. So we'll talk to you guys later. Hope y'all have a good time. If y'all do any racing this coming weekend, let me know. And I'll be posting all kinds of updates on what I got going on throughout the week and letting everybody know.
Heck yeah, we'll watch it Saturday, and so hopefully that's all cool. And wish you luck and safety and all that good stuff, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, I sure do appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
See y'all next time. Bye.
So anyway,
Looks
That-
like he's having fun out there.
yeah, I can only imagine.
I
Mate.
bet it'll be fun.
Maybe one of these days I'll make it over there. Australia is someplace I'd like to go anyway. That's just a place that I'd like to visit. So, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up since he's gone. Thank y'all. We will work over the coming week to see why comments are not showing up from the Facebook side. I get them from the YouTube side, and I just don't get many people watching over there. But thank y'all. And Logan,
Adios.
thanks for sitting in, and we will see y'all